Welcome back to the channel. All right, it's time for Kushala versus the Contest Volume 2. We've done quite a few, as you hopefully you know this, but I do enjoy saying it regardless. I got to be part of the design process for Kushala with my good friend Daddy Longlegs, champion designer extraordinaire for Kabam. Absolute blast, absolute dream for me as someone who enjoys games to be able to be a part of that. Let's go in. We're going to talk about some stuff that I don't know if I've necessarily per se shown before. And also, again, some of those big bad defenders. That's right. There's a reason Serpent and Bullseye are on there, including Dust, who I know a lot of us are struggling with. Let's go ahead and get to this. I'm going to show you some fun stuff here. So this is Hazard Shift, Shock and Bleed against Serpent, which is going to make this fight significantly more difficult. Now, not hiding the ball. You know me, we don't hide the ball. We want to learn, we want to teach, we want to have some fun on this channel. So we do have the shock resistance. Okay, so don't just go into a fight with Kushala thinking you're going to get that. We do have the shock resistance buff from Odin. Now, first thing right there, hopefully you're aware of this, right? And if not, that's okay. Don't worry about it. She can block Unblockable, right? And you get that through the Blessing of Wisdom, which is what you get when you well-timed block. So you're going to want to make sure you've landed a well-timed block. That's within that upper left-hand corner. You can see it right there. Oh, no, I went for the intercept instead. You'll see me get it. When that happens, when either champion performs a well-timed block, allowing Kushala to block unblockable attacks from non-science channels. So don't do this against science channels, but it's attacks, it's specials, that whole thing. You got it there. And then you're seeing me land the heavy, which is the yellow icon, the yellow blessing there, right? And it's going to make your opponent more aggressive. And you can see, I mean, Serpent, he's a little aggressive anyway. He's got that huge old hammer. He's a very angry man. And then the other part, and this is going to come into play, especially on this fight, is the blessing of power. It's the toughest one to land because it requires the intercept. You see I've got it now, and it does reduce the ability power rate of the opponent by 15%. Now, it's going to help me a little bit. I did my best to line up this fight here against Serpent, but you can see I've only got one. So his power has shot through the roof. But if you can do a better job of lining that up, it's really tough to do, especially against Serpent. You can reduce it by even more than that 15%. It also increases yours, which is going to be really helpful, as you see right now. Because one of the key things about doing when you fight Serpent is if you can have specials ready, you can get through the fight with him. And you're going to see me pull that off right here, right? And if you're like, hey, dude, would you make a How to Fight Serpent video? Let me know. We'll get that done. We're going to get the How to Fight Dust one out. I know I've been talking about that for a while. We'll get that out. And we're going to show you Dust here too and kind of go over that. But you can see how we use that. We used her specials, we used her striker, and we just kind of parry heavied over all the time and got some intercepts when we really needed to. She's really, really awesome there, okay? We'll talk about a few more things as we go. So let's do this. Now this is this one I opened, so I don't really want to parry heavy over and over. That's a bad idea. And it's got this shock and bleed. And Kushala, in a lot of the videos I've done, and I've done the full-on like how to play. At the end of the video, I'll link that. I've done a tremendous amount of videos on her. Is she has multiple ways of doing damage. She's got the degen off of the SB3, which I think we'll show in this video if I remember correctly. We've got the soul barb off the SB2, and then right there, and this is great against a champion like Dust, right? Whenever we land our SB1, we're going to put those incinerates, we're going to nullify the buffs and put on the incinerates, and that will get rid of a single sand. You see we have the sand debuff that should fall off right now. There it goes, bye-bye. Because when you put an incinerate on Dust, you remove a sand debuff from yourself. Right now we're dancing around with Dust here because you don't want to hit into her block very much. Like I said, we'll be getting that Dust video out very, very soon. But we're just able to just kind of go in there. I took a little damage. I think I forgot about the one I opened. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Get a nice little intercept. And another one. So now we've got our own ability power rate has increased, which is how we've gotten to our special 2 so quickly. We got the soul barb up, and we've been placing those ignition buffs on Dust that do nothing. They're just fuel, to quote DLL himself. And I should throw the SB1 right now. All of those are now bye-bye because my Dust, because my Kushala is awakened. One of them turned into a passive. She's only Sig 20, but I love it. I love it. I love it. It's a beautiful thing. And so there you go. She's got the incinerate off the SP1, which can help you against champions where you need to place T-buffs, where you, in particular you want Incinerate, and it plays in so nicely with the SP2. They do help each other out. Like I said, I've covered that in so many videos. Now, who enjoys fighting Bullseye? Everyone in the room raise their hand. I see no hands up. Let's go ahead and go through this. This is a rank 2 Bullseye. It's a 7-star, so we don't even have like the advantage of the challenger rating. I know I was very impressed with a lot of champions fighting Bullseye when he was a 6-star, but then I started fighting some 7-stars, and it was no good. It was no good. So we've got up 3 of our blessings here, and I need to wait for the Killer Instinct to go down. She has nothing to handle the intercepts, and I'm doing a good job of making sure I've got my Blessing of Wisdom up. And I want to go over this again. because it also not only allows you to block unblockables, but you passively regenerate 25% of the damage taken from blocked hits. Well, we've got 3 of them up. Now we've got 2 of them up. So that's one of the reasons, in addition to the relic, the Scarlet Witch relic, which you're going to want, you're seeing me. You see I'm getting the rejuvenate from all these blocked hits. I'm trying my best to parry them as well, reduce the damage a little bit, and get more Blessings of Wisdom. But you're seeing my health bar is at 98%. The other really nice thing she has going for her is she's bleed immune, bleed and incinerate, just like Cosmic Ghost Rider. And so this is really going very well. In fact, if I'm a little bit more aggressive here, I don't think I'm going to get it down just yet. My heavy is doing decent damage. Got a little lucky there, nice play, and then the striker ended to end it off. You could tell I wanted to get the fight done. Probably could have got that about 10, 15 seconds faster. There you go. She's not the best Bullseye counter, right? We've shown that in other videos, but she is a good one in Battlegrounds. You can utilize her for something like that because the health pool is a little bit smaller, and in a larger health pool, you're just going to want to play really, really, really patient. Don't make any mistakes. You can see she's going to rejuvenate a lot of that damage for you. A lot of it if you keep up all of those blessings, which you just do by parrying, that's fine. Now I'm showing this fight against Cosmic Ghost Rider. I want to show this for a couple of reasons. One is there's been some Battlegrounds meta where he's actually been a tough defender, and with the slowing or the lower window to punish specials lately, like right there, he's been really, really tough with the meta and all of that. And I know I've shown the Incinerate, but what I want to show you is the Soul Barb. Now this is one of Cosmic Ghost Rider's own buffs. He did this all by himself there, right? And then we've put the other 5 on him, and we are doing damage based on that. Obviously, we do not want to try to nullify because it would put Incinerates on, which he is immune to. So again, just showing you the flexibility that's there. Yes, her damage is at its peak when she can do SP1, SP2, SP1, SP2, rotate and that kind of thing. I've shown that in the solos I've done in Necropolis with her. But you can still get a 50,000 score in an opponent where you're not nullifying. Photon weak. All right. And now we're going to kind of sit back and relax here. So we've got this prowess, build up, unblockable, power snack. So there's power snack on this. 1 too many hits. We're going to get the power sting. And so what I wanted to kind of just show here was the ability to simplify a fight where you know the defender could go unblockable, right? Now, in Battlegrounds, maybe this isn't the way you'd want to go because time is pressure, but this was a war fight, and we kind of just ended up, and I remember seeing this fight and I was like, I don't think Kushala is the best option for this. I don't know who everyone else has brought. I know I can take this, so I'm going to. And all we're going to do is make sure we keep our Blessing of Wisdom. If Nick Fury goes unblockable because I manage his tactical charges poorly, it doesn't matter. She's going to block it. And then I will let the, see, here we are. I did go for the intercept anyways, and feeling cheeky, I guess, and she is bleed immune. But I'm just letting the power sting heal me up, and if I can keep the parries, which I'm about to let fall off. Yeah, I recall that. I remember thinking like, oh, I let that get a little too close. We're doing good. And then now we're going to show you her other damage source. That's right, she's got another one. Watch this. This is going to be really good. It's not as strong, and I think it's intentionally not as strong as alternating her SP1s and her SP2. There's play from the Soul Barb and the Incinerates there. But we've got this really, really nice degen, and if you are in a fight where you know that's how you're going to utilize her, if you know for a fact you're going to utilize her degen, you're going to want to put on the Cosmic Ghost Rider relic. Otherwise, I think the Scarlet Witch one is by far the best. And again, I cover all that. In fact, I'll put it right here. I'll link it now, my Essentials video on her, and then you can watch that and go through the whole playlist of Necropolis solos, War, Battlegrounds, the whole thing. And I'm glad you're watching this one. I'm going to keep doing this. You know, not many of us get a chance to be part of a design process for a game we love playing, and I just feel so fortunate that I was. But here we are. We're going in. We're just keeping up our Blessing of Wisdom. You can see multiple times we've even well-timed blocked Nick while he is unblockable. The parry still lands. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. So we're just gonna let him throw this, and then throw the SP3. Then the degen should go on, and this should end it. So was this the fastest? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm not trying to tell you, wow, look at this. What I'm saying is utilize the unblockable counter. It's very similar to the advice I give in my America Chavez videos, is this champion is good enough. This champion's got enough going on that always remember why you brought them into the fight. There's enough things in their kit that you can access. The designer just making an ask at you. You gotta skill your way through it too. But there's enough in the kit for you to utilize to take advantage of some fights and win some fights that maybe aren't like the ultimate hardest counter. Being able to block Unblockable was very important. I needed to land my parries. Just keep that in mind, and then just throw my special threes, and we're gonna have a really, really, really good time. All right, now this one, due to some not so good play and Domino just being Domino and that power efficiency, because she's not going to lose too much power from her special throwing here, and the node. It is a hazard shift node that I think I'm only immune to one of them. So you're going to see me. I'm going to get backed up. Going to make some mistakes. That right there was not good. I don't know. That's just Domino being Domino. Like, what are you going to do? Kushala has no way to handle the unlucky. She has no way to handle the evade. But what she does have is this. Blessings, right, which we talked about, were incredibly important. This is like America Chavez. You got to remember why you're taking them in for this fight. For this fight, I'm taking them in for this blessing part. And I was also saying because I needed to take some of those other fights. And she is Incinerate immune. Blessings are not affected by ability accuracy, so Domino can't mess with that. Each blessing lasts for 12 seconds, plus an additional 15 flat if activated while either champion is performing or recovering from a special 1 or special 2. So cool. When activating a blessing while both or the blessings have more active stats, you're going to pause them all. And then with the signature ability, that gets even better. But here's where this really all comes together and why I actually enjoy using her against Domino in a pinch. She's not my ideal counter, but I will use her, especially in battlegrounds. A lot of you fought me are aware of this. The ability accuracy of Kushala's personal effects, so the Incinerates or the Soul Barb, and the Parry Mastery, which is a big thing against Domino, especially if you're not comfortable with sidestepping her, or if your champion doesn't have good animations to sidestep her, right? So the ability accuracy of Kushala's personal effects and the Parry Mastery is increased by 35% for each unique blessing. 35% multiplied by that 3, and what do you end up with, right? So you end up doing pretty good, which is why if you can keep up all of your blessings, which I did not do a good job of here in this fight, I'm not going to pretend that I did, but if you can, gonna help you out tremendously in your matches against Domino. And yeah, like I said, I love this champion. I've kind of run out of things to show or talk about in this video. This fight's taking a little while because I messed up quite a bit in the beginning. You can do this. This is something you can do. She's a battlegrounds monster. She's great in war, and she's obviously great in questing. Let me know. Let me know what we think we got right. Let me know what we think we got wrong. Oh, I'm gonna make this even closer. Thank you so much for watching. And again, if you have any questions, make sure you, if you haven't clicked the link already, which you haven't because you're here, you click the link to my Kushala Essentials video, and then go check out the playlist for a variety of showcases. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.